But what about the kids? Hey y'all, welcome back to Tidbits with Day, where we break down political and cultural issues affecting women into bite-sized pieces. Before we jump in, so sorry, I had to take a little break from my regularly scheduled programming. I recently moved and I'm still getting settled, but we are back, folks, and better than ever. Now, let's jump right into our topic for the week, our babies. There's an old saying in the world of sociology that says, you can tell the health of a society by how it treats its most vulnerable. I think Gandhi or someone said that, but the who is high key irrelevant. The message is clear though. America can brag all it wants about being the greatest country in the world, although I'm not sure who or why y'all still believe that and are saying that. But by this standard, the most vulnerable being women and children, our society is nothing but a death trap. Tragically, a couple weeks ago, we had yet another mass shooting at a school where multiple students lost their precious lives. For a country that claims to care so much about the kids and babies, we sure do the exact opposite of what keeps them safe and healthy. The pro-life crowd, you know, the ones hell-bent on forcing women to carry unwanted pregnancies or unsafe pregnancies, has historically been completely silent on this topic, beyond thoughts and prayers. You'd think that if they cared so much about children's lives, they would be the biggest advocates for gun control, seeing as though firearms are the leading cause of death for children and teenagers between the ages of 1 and 16 in this country. I ask myself often, why aren't these people doing everything in their power to protect children? If you're pro-life, wouldn't you want to tackle the issue that's taking the most lives of children? That question is irrelevant, sadly. Think about it. These are the same people who just stripped funding from PBS, a media and literacy resource for not just low income and rural families, but for everyone. The same people currently supporting and funding a genocide of the Palestinian children. The same people actively stripping safety social nets funding sources that would typically help children, especially those living in resource-scarce neighborhoods across the country. The next logical question should be, if the people in power don't care about children who are currently living on earth in our country, why are they so against abortion? The answer is simple. They want any and every tool at their disposal to maintain power and control over women. The easiest way to do that, we know, is to restrict our bodily autonomy. The issue brings a level of anger out of me that not many others do. I care deeply about the health and safety of children, and I am on a personal journey and a personal mission to liberate women and children from a patriarchal society. Hearing how yet again innocent lives were lost that could have been prevented, yet we take up all of our airtime debating why women should have full autonomy over their bodies, please save it. The attacks on women and children in real time in every sphere of our society, while hearing people in 2025 scream and still claim they're pro-life, It is the ultimate form of gaslighting. People in power in this country and the folks who support them show us every day how completely void of humanity they truly are. Sometimes it feels like we're screaming into a void when we bring up these two topics and compare them. People cannot see the through line because they're so blinded by their hate, their unconscious hate of women, and by default, children. Like, we can't see how one connects to the other and one affects the other. The way this country moves on the topic of mass shootings in schools is sincerely jarring. I want to take time and I would like to say, rest in peace to the two beautiful souls that were taken away from us far too soon. I will be saying their names: Harper Moisky and Fletcher Merkel. May you both rest in peace. May your little souls find rest. I'd like to extend my sincerest condolences to their families and the families of the 18 people that were injured during this horrific tragedy. Unlike other videos, instead of suggesting a book to read on this topic, I would like to suggest a different action item. I like to encourage everyone to do a quick Google search. Find any organization locally in your city that are organizing and serving women and children. Find out how you can support them, either through volunteering, your time, your energy, your funds, giving of your resources. Any way you can support the work that's already being done in your city. If you're a native to Central Ohio like I am, Choices is an amazing organization that serves women and children and gender nonconforming folks who are escaping domestic violence and sexual violence. I would encourage you to give up your time, your resources, and your energy if you're in the area that I am in. Every day we inch closer and closer to the point of no return, and we'll need to do everything in our power to support one another. Thank you all so much for being with me today. I know this was a tough one, but I will not be shying away from difficult topics because our children deserve far better. And the least we could do if we're not going to protect them is at least say their names. Please, if you would like to, subscribe to my channel. The rest of the year, we will continue to dive deeper into difficult topics and difficult issues that are facing women. What bigger issue is there facing women than the safety and the health of our children? I can't think of one. Please like, subscribe, and share with your networks if you feel led to. And I'm so thankful that you're here with me and on this journey with me. And remember, as always, stay curious, friends.